Tell me about the snake, rich man.
This is my first snake. Ha ha ha! I'm so rich, I get an Amazon Basin. I'm keeping it in a pen pal, made of gold.
Oh, I just happened to grab a snake that was sitting near.
Do you know that people think that you're making fun of other YouTubers when you make that voice? They think you're What do we got here?
So, what we've got right here is called a Bolin's python. Bolin's pythons are from Papua New Guinea, and they're from a very remote mountain region in that area. You need special permission from the people who live, the indigenous people of that region, to go to the specific location in the mountains where these snakes are found. So they're kind of considered the holy grail of python species in captivity.
No, I mean, what do people like about these snakes so much?
Iridescence. People love the like shiny rainbow look that the Bolins have, and they also have kind of like a silky, almost like crushed velvet look, especially on their head.
Yeah, that I see.
They got that like crushed velvet look to the top of them.
Why don't you stay still, buddy?
He's like, nah, they don't ever sit still. Really, really cool. Similia bolini, or the Bolin's python. Kevin
did a video of these, but he just breathed heavily the whole time and he didn't say a lot.
That's what most people do when they see Bolin's pythons.
That's what he said. You think you would have gotten used to it by now,
right?
Are they friendly? I mean, like
they're pretty good. So they're an arboreal snake. So a lot of arboreal snakes can be kind of defensive when you go into their enclosure, but once you get them up in your hands, they're usually really good. Not too inclined to bite.
And you were telling me earlier that I guess we don't breed them because it's too hot up here.
Yeah, it's really tough. There's only been a handful of people in the United States that have ever bred them in captivity. There's a couple people this year that I know that are pairing them, like Keith McPeak. I'm pretty sure that he's going to be the next person in the U.S. who will produce some. And then we're hoping that we'll be able to produce some here. We just got to get our temps right, and hopefully we'll kind of crack the code on these guys.
All right. There's Bolin's pythons. This is like version 2 though.
So this is a purple albino reticulated python.
Yeah.
See those yellows.
Yeah, super cool. That's a pretty snake. Yeah, just keep going all the way to the ground, so I have to get on my knees.
Hide. Not necessarily in your face. Stuff that we work with, like golden child and marble and granite back, that really messes with the pattern. But with albinos, you can still keep that really intricate reticulated pattern like you keep in the wild. But with the colors, it completely changes them. Instead of those dark browns and blacks, it turns into those purples and yellows. Really pretty.
Connie, you want to talk about how Kevin's jealous of you on the Instagram scene?
Yeah, so for some reason, I still have more followers than he does on Instagram.
Wow. You want to promote your Instagram so you can get even more?
So my
what is it?
My Instagram is @Draco__Brooks Kingsnake.
Everyone follow him so he has more subs than or more follows than Kevin.
Oh, you talking behind my back, Jack?
Yeah, I said if I was you, I would fire Connor for having more followers on Instagram than me.
He's a social media guru.
And
well, for some reason you didn't happen to notice my pregnant tag. You know, what are you like, Jacob? What does a pregnant tag mean? And it doesn't even eat. It's pregnant. It doesn't eat when it's pregnant. 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 Secret code.
Yeah, what's that mean?
It means it's pregnant. It doesn't eat. He was telling me the other day, the snake isn't eating. And I'm like, oh, well, it happens to be labeled gravid. I watched it ovulate, and they don't eat when they're pregnant.
Not in one.
But why don't you look at that?
Okay, so this is Kevin in his prime. What age were you here?
12? No.
You're 12?
I was in high school.
You're high school? Did you already have snakes then?
Yes.
What was your first snake?
Yeah, what was
besides
your
ones
first
I was
snake?
catching was gopher snake and boa constrictors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you start your business? Way back in the day?
I started England Reptile in 1994.
Woo.
But I was keeping and breeding stuff out of my house.
Yeah.
Before that, so yeah.
Wow.
I was 5 years old.
Nobody cares about you, Rob. You're not famous. You're not a faux celebrity.
I grew up so not rich. My mother would buy powdered milk.
Ew.
Powdered milk. Gross.
Yeah, gross,
like,
dude.
Literally because real milk was expensive, and if it went bad, she'd get really upset. I used to go to Stop and Shop with food stamps, little green food stamps,
Yeah.
and I didn't even know what I was doing. I was buying, and she'd tell me the groceries to get, and then I'd hand them the food stamps, and they'd take what they needed, and stuff like that. I used to buy my clothes at the Bargain Barn and Goodwill.
You still do, man. Don't
Whatever.
bullshit.
But
me, dude.
anyways, somebody that seriously, I came from literally.
Nothing.
I started N.E.R.D with literally my little puny snake collection in about $7,000. I went to school for electronics and computers, so I have degrees in that. I used to work in a research and development lab, and I'm really into the high-tech stuff, but I just didn't really like the, the stuffy environment, and I was keeping all these crazy animals, which was where, I was really keen on.
Tell me about the snake, rich man.
This is my first snake. Ha ha ha! I'm so rich, I get an Amazon Basin. I'm keeping it in a pen pal, made of gold.
Oh, I just happened to grab a snake that was sitting here.
Do you know that people think that you're making fun of other YouTubers when you make that voice? They think you're actually going after a particular YouTuber. I'm not going to say his name, but they're out of their minds.
All right, guys, just so you know, I don't really look a lot on
He doesn't
YouTube.
know anybody.
I watch a couple, Steve Tinkleberry, no.
Dude, you literally don't know any of the YouTubers people think you're making fun of or that we're making fun of. You know Brian, that's it. You know him personally.
Brian Barczyk I do, but I listen to like maybe some guitar stuff. You know what I like Ants Canada.
I have no idea.
No, Ants Canada is cool.
Oh yeah?
You guys haven't checked it? I love ants. I love bugs. So I only watch a couple different YouTube things, but Steve Tantleberry, he's a guitar player.
You don't know his last name? And you're a fan of his?
Yeah.
Wow.
I just haven't watched it lately.
Yeah, oh, that's a good shot. He actually took it out. Last time we had this guy Rob didn't take it out. How dare he? You want to tell us anything educational about this? Or you just want to show it off?
Amazon Basin, Emerald Tree Boa.
Yeah.
And unlike most northern, Guyana, Suriname, Shield Nose, and whatever northern Emerald Tree Boas, this is from basically from Brazil and Peru. And these guys are larger growing. For some reason, their personality is a bit more placid. So they're larger growing than the Suriname or Guyana type emeralds. They also have this big dorsal white line, often on a really great example. So this makes these very sought after. Basically, as exquisite looking as they are, they're rather rare. Mm-hmm. And they're not easy to breed. There's a lot of things. I like a lot of stuff that's not easy to breed. So these, I really like them and I enjoy them. I should focus and breed them. I haven't even put them together. Raise these guys slowly too. You really can't, if you overdo it. This is not an animal that'll tolerate power feeding and trying to grow at an excessive rate. You have to basically allow them to be very comfortable. And it's almost like an animal that really survives on a bit of neglect. Neglect meaning if I was constantly dickering with it, it might be too much for the animal, it might overwhelm the animal if I was trying to feed it every time I wanted to eat. But you have to make sure these animals are well hydrated. You need to dial in your parameters as far as your temperatures and stuff like that. And basically meaning too hot, these animals will really stress out. If they don't have enough ventilation, they could stress out, but they do better being a bit cool, well ventilated. From where they come from, they're up high in the forest canopy where I imagine it's breezy, and they'll come down to the water tributaries to drink. Obviously they're in a rainforest too, so they're gonna get a lot of water. But they do really appreciate being well hydrated. And you know what's really interesting about an animal like this? This large animal, I mean this is fairly large bodied. This animal will locate itself on very thin perches. So I would normally think, okay, I put a 1-inch PVC in here. Well, this animal doesn't seem to really like the 1-inch PVC as much as it would like maybe a 5/8 inch, yeah.
Point to one you're talking. You like these small
So
guys?
that's 1 inch.
Yeah.
That's 1.5 inches. And this little dowel is probably like 5/8 or 7/8. But 5/8. But this large animal, so look at this. Where's it sitting?
Yeah, it's something smaller.
And you'd really think that wouldn't be very comfortable. Let's go look at the next one.
Oh, yeah, they're all in the
Look
same
where
one.
it's sitting. Next one. This one's liking the 1.5 inches. She is underneath her basking lamp, so she's digesting. This guy's a little bit smaller, but once again, look where it's sitting.
It's an educational video just made. Look at that.
So there you go.
By accident. I said green tree break basin. Right?
Amazon Basin, Emerald Tree Boa.
Robin doesn't abuse me.
I'm very gentle.
Rob actually helps me.
Snake.
Why are you so mean?
Dude,
Why?
Dunkin' Donuts has got a dozen donut special going on.
I'm
3
just
p.m.
Oh,
For
you son of a bitch.
Out of here.
All right, you entitled piece of trash.
I am so entitled. The money's just raining down from the heavens.
Have you guys seen this mansion? Kevin literally lives in that
I live
little
in a
trailer.
tiny house right there.
Isn't that rad?
To the right?
That's your pool?
That's my pool to the right.
Pretty sweet. Can you guys
Look, there's a rabbit. Holy crap.
That's weird.
You see it?
Oh, white rabbit, Kevin.
Yeah. That's Alice.
She's wonderful. She's my pet.
I've noticed that rabbit's been out there for a pretty long time. You've been feeding it and keeping it safe, huh?
Last summer, she's my wild pet domestic bunny rabbit.
Rob's gonna be helping me out with the live stream when we do go live, because, you know, he has tons of time on his hands and a lot of knowledge, things I don't have. And either, you know, I'll be holding the camera and live streaming while he answers your questions. I'll be probably reading the questions, but he's gonna be helping me out. And I know you guys like him better than me. I just wanna let you know. Kevin might be there. I don't know, he might. What do you think? You think he'll actually do it?
I don't think he'll do it. Maybe he might do it.
He's just gonna
I'll try
pop
to
in.
convince him. Yeah, he'll pop in and be like, ah, and then he'll run away.
Yeah, he's only good for increments of like 20 minutes. I don't know how he does those sit-down videos for an hour. I don't know
Yeah.
what is wrong with him those days.
Yeah.
It's strange. But like to get him down here, it would be next to impossible. But Rob's just as good.
I'm okay.
He's okay. Oh, don't be humble. Jeez.
Yeah, if you guys are messaging on Facebook or Instagram and stuff, a lot of times it's either me or Emily who's answering your questions and things like that. So.
They're twins. They're the best volunteers ever.
They're cougar jelly.
Their parents have totally consented to this video too. They're our hardest working employees.
And they're not even employees.
Are you guys hoping to work here one day?
Maybe.
Well, dude, this is. I mean, if you want to get the job, you're definitely gonna have to be video worthy.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I mean. Oh, everybody should have a hat.
Why I wear hats.
That's it.
But I don't want to fight with them.
Huh? Well,
Andy said let the cat out of the bathroom, and then
Let the cat out of the bag.
man, you let the cat out of the bag. Don't you know just to leave him alone when he's mad?
The loose rats.
Aw.
He didn't even thank me for catching the loose rats that go through the water lines and make a flood.
Yeah.
But the rats didn't come to Kevin, did they?
No.
No, they came to me.
Wait a minute. So let's get back to
The
this.
rats
So you wanna?
underneath the bin.
You wanna?
I was going.
You wait.